Congratulations. Thank you.
Just get a picture.
Yeah, solo.
Smile. Look. Thank you.
मैम
लुक मैम लुक किया हाँ सेंटर में
मैम होल्ड
दिस साइड हाथ डालो मैम लेफ्ट साइड में पूजा एक मिनट
भाई मोबाइल निकाल
Some bikes over here.
पार्टी है पार्टी
अरे
Yes.
सेंटर में आगे सेंटर
अरे मागे ना
मैम बुक थोड़ा मैम सेंटर
मैम यहाँ पे
Ma'am, please look here. Hi.
मोबाइल
Thank you.
पे चले
मैम सेंटर इकडे समोर
सोनाली जी सिंगल
एक सोलो
सोलो मैम एक सोलो मैम आपका सोलो मैम सोलो
थोड़ी मैम सेंटर मैम लुक यार मैम मैम समोर थोडे जॉईन हो ना प्लीज मॅम लुक हिअर इकडे दोघांनी पण याबद्दल प्लीज मॅडम मस्त समोर इकडे सोनाली मॅम
Thank you. Some video bites are dropping here. Yes. Let's finish the video. Video bite.
आयुष
वाइट कर लो
अरे पीछे आओ यहाँ पे पीछे आओ भाई अरे पीछे ना मोबाइल से पीछे ना चल सोनाली जी सोनाली मैम यहाँ पे सोनाली मैडम यहाँ पे सोनाली जी
Thank you. Video bite, sir. Ask.
A dark and shiny place. मतलब वही है ना, एक dark place shiny कैसे हो सकता है? लेकिन there's something shiny in the dark. Trust Pragati to come out with something as intriguing as this.
क्या बात है। तो मैम आप अपनी रियल लाइफ में भी किताबें पढ़ती हैं?
ये क्या सवाल हुआ यार, मेरा बुक क्लब है और वो सवाल पूछ रहे हैं आप ऐसा।
कौन सी फेवरेट बुक
मतलब it's really sad, that just goes to show that my book club is not popular enough. I better do something about it.
ऐसी कौन सी बुक है जो आप ज़्यादा पढ़ते हैं?
आज तो इस बुक के बारे में बात करेंगे, बिकॉज कौन सी बुक ज़्यादा पढ़ती हूँ? इफ यू गो ऑन माई बुक क्लब यू विल सी व्हाट ऑल वी आर रीडिंग, सो दैट्स अ क्वेश्चन दैट विल टेक 2 hours to reply. But today is the time for this book and time for Pragati, who has taken this leap of faith and has turned an author. It's not easy, क्योंकि कभी भी आप इतनी पब्लिक चीज़ें जब करते हो, मतलब you know it's your thoughts and what you're feeling, putting it down on paper and then presenting it to the world, हमेशा ऐसे लगता है कि लोग जज करेंगे. तो वो एक लीप ऑफ फेथ जिसे कहते हैं, और बाहर आके खुल के ऐसे एक्चुअली लिखना, I think is a very brave step, and I'm very proud that Pragati has done that. I know it will be very interesting, क्योंकि ये हमने shows किए हैं साथ में, where I have acted in the show, where it's been on my production. So I know कि storytelling के मामले में Pragati is very strong. So this is definitely going to be a story that's going to be worth reading.
Ma'am, your show Broken News also is coming season 2.
Yes.
Today's fake news is ruling the list. I mean, from common public to celebrities being affected. So उसके लिए बताइए कि what you have to say about the subject of that.
So on Broken News, I promise you we've just about announced it, and the moment we come and we're ready with the show, हम लोग ज़रूर आके उसके बारे में बहुत सारी बातें करेंगे. अच्छे नए twists and turns हैं इस सीज़न में, इतना ही मैं कहूँगी फ़िलहाल, क्योंकि एक्चुअली मुझे अलाउड नहीं है बोलना.
बहुत इंट्रीगिंग है ब्रोकन न्यूज़. सीजन 2 आने वाला है, लेकिन वो हम ऑफिशियली Z5 की तरफ से अनाउंस करेंगे.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
I would like to present you.
Thank you. My God. Sameer, where are you? Can you see? I'm getting the bouquet today. I got the brick bats.
Sonali is extremely special to me. I have to say this, exactly 1 year ago, on the 10th of June, we launched The Broken News, where I was a part of leading the series with Z5. Sonali came on board and gave this character, the show, the beautiful bounce, the character, the edge, and actually we made a show that we...
Thank you, Pragati. I must say that everybody here will agree with me that it's great to see Pragati all nervous and it's a rare sight. You don't see her like this. She's usually like marching onto the set and they're giving so many instructions. So this side of her, I think there are a lot of us here who will want to remember this and kind of remind her of this the next time she's on set. But Pragati, I was saying this to her earlier, it takes a lot of, you need to be very brave to put yourself out there. When you write a book, there's a part of you, a deep part of you that you're putting in there. And putting it out there for everybody to read takes a lot of strength, and you need to be brave to do that. A lot of people, especially because I run a book club and who are readers, always say, one day I'll write a book, one day I'll write a book. But to actually sit down and do it, and then there are people who will do it and then say, oh, but this has become so personal, I can't put it out. I'm going to be judged. You're all scared of that. So not to be like overcoming that and actually putting the book out there for everybody to read was a very brave step, and I cannot wish you more luck, and I cannot tell you how happy I am that you've taken this leap of faith, and I wish you so much of, there's a lot of love, and I wish you luck, and I hope this book does really well, and I'm sure there are lots more coming, so I'm already waiting for the next one.
Thank you.
I'd like to know, first of all, what is the book all about?
You have to read it.
You have to buy it. Before reading, please buy it.
So the book is a first-person narrative. There are some very dear friends here who have already read, and I'm going to toss some questions at you, actually Harry will. But the book is a first-person narrative of a woman who is going through a certain experience when she starts out, where she thinks it's the paranormal. She's experiencing the supernatural elements around her, in her home. Shortly after the pandemic hit and the lockdown happened, she is pretty much trapped on her own, in the home, having all these experiences. And she's telling you exactly what she's feeling. Or at least so she thinks that's what she's feeling. So as a reader, you are following her narrative to you until midway in the book. We switch narratives and go to her sister telling you what Maya must be going through. So then you start hearing Meera tell you what our protagonist Maya is feeling. And then you start questioning if it is actually the paranormal that she's experiencing, or is there deeper underlying psychological elements that are involved and she needs help? But because it's the lockdown, how do you reach out to your loved ones when it is the most challenging time that we have all faced? I wouldn't want to tell you the climax, for that you'll have to definitely read, but that's pretty much the gist of the book. I think it's written words, it's also, and we know this, most of us here know this, that when each of us read a book, a script, or even a quote, we all take those words in differently. We all interpret it basis what we come from, like our perspective. And I think the primary objective of this book is to have that experience that you can all read it and decide for yourself what she's telling you and make your own picture about it.
So it's a beautiful story what Pragati has written. It's a story of two sisters. Sonali, this is for you, since you have a sibling. You have your two sisters. Yes. Okay. So the depth, the connection that Pragati has shown in the book.
So I have not read the book as yet, and I'm looking forward to reading it because I've been working. She's been making me work very hard, not giving me enough time to read. But I'm really looking forward to reading it. And when she said it's a story of sisters, I was very intrigued because we are three sisters. And in the beauty of siblings, we all know who have siblings, that there's always kuch khatta, kuch meetha. So thoda sa kadwa, kabhi kabhi, aur phir meetha. This is all part of the sibling rivalry, I would say. And yeah, so I'm looking forward to that.
So, thank you so much. Pragati, this entire book teleports you to the other world. Okay. Just wanted to know, is this inspired from any real life, something that you experienced? Because when we read the book, as so many people said, that you don't want to keep it down. So, has it been inspired from any real life?
I think that I'll leave to the readers to decide. And I wouldn't want to actually reveal any of that right now. But I have always told stories in the form of fiction. So I think it's safe to say that it's more about crafting a story, which is fiction, and not so much about my real life.
We also have Nimisha over here, who's one of the first readers. Okay. Nimisha, would you like to share your experience?
Yeah, I think it's, I would highly recommend everybody.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. We also have Karan with us.
Yeah, so it was a wonderful experience reading the book, Pragati, because first of all, the craft is very beautiful. It is, like Nimisha said, if it makes you believe that with the honesty and integrity with which you've written the story, makes me believe it happened to you. It's and thriller writing is not easy. I mean, we all know as writers that it's something, and especially if it makes you feel, imagine the whole world that's unfolding in front of your eyes. Yet it never leaves the character. The character stays with you. So you are almost, on that journey with the character, believing it. This is an absolute bestseller, and we are hoping that you'll, with this, you'll announce yourself in the authoring world.
Did you help her in writing the book?
Not at all. She did it. We vaguely discussed once that she was writing something, and that's all that I know. But I didn't expect it to be so much.
We also have Vishal with us, who is a horror film director. Vishal, I can't see you. Vishal.
To a film, then I will read it very seriously because but this is a surprise coming from you because I've always known you as a sweet person and I'm writing something like this. So yeah, I'm highly surprised, looking forward. Congratulations. And yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Hi Pragati, you finally married your man. Congratulations.
Thank you. So you're the first one who also give review on her And you have seen this transition from
absolutely, absolutely. But I think everybody's spoken so much and so well about the book, and I think it's about. Who told you she's sweet? Have you ever got notes from her? I think that's where the horror training comes from. No, but all the best, Pragati, and I'm sure.
Message that Pragati has tried to highlight. Pragati, I want you to throw some light on what exactly. Yes, we all know it's a horror.
Goldie said the message is pick up a book, read it, tell me what you think. But there's the underlying message important about having conversations, and that's. I remember when Vaibhav read the book and he called me. Sumit read the book and he called me, and the first thing that was common, which I think I've done a fairly decent job. So yeah, that's about it. Thank you.
Say something about the message that she has tried to portray in this book.
Well, no. See, the book, everyone should read the book.
Or just
Okay. Since this was very okay. So I wouldn't really do a reading, but you have to read the book for that. But what I would want to read is a little bit of my message at the beginning, that's all. That says that people, relationships and minds can be complex, and the depths of the mind are still a mystery to most. Some supernatural experiences can originate from psychological disorders and vice versa. There is a fine line, and sometimes it can almost be impossible to differentiate between the two. However, this grey area of both being equally possible has always fascinated me. I am not a trained psychologist, and I do not claim to understand the complexity of the human mind. I simply drew from my personal interactions and experiences to gather insights that helped me tell a story that may resonate. The pandemic and the lockdown was a difficult time, and the horrors some people faced would have been challenging to describe. I felt the need to voice their experiences in my words, in a way to let the readers know that they are not alone. That even though it may seem like the end is near, there is always hope. This work of fiction might be about a supernatural experience or a mental affliction, but at its heart, there is just one truth. There is always light at the end of the tunnel.
Thank you, guys. Thanks our beautiful audience.
एक सेकंड क्रॉस करो
Jump in.
Can you just show the book again? The signature.
This is your last. You're from the peer company?
No, I am